I mean, I went from homeless to trust fund trash in less than a day. I thought that was impressive.
So I am loving this season of Southern Charm so far. How are you feeling watching it back?
Thank you. I've been feeling good. I know being the new cast member, they all say is the most fun season because you're not jaded yet and you just get to have fun and enjoy it. But I've loved it so far. It's been fun.
Good. Is there anything that surprised you watching it back so far that somebody may have said or something that somebody may have done?
It's always surprising to hear other people's conversations about you. That's typically, I mean, I don't think you ever really get used to that. Even if it's good, you're still hearing this new information. But I can't really say anything specific. Everything seems pretty on brand.
Did anybody give you any advice before coming onto the show that really kind of helped you?
Leva, who brought me into the group, and she's a longtime family friend, she just told me always stay true to yourself and stick with your opinions. Don't let other people sway what you think about things. And that was really important because it's easy to come in, especially new, and take on other people's opinions about pre-existing drama or something. So that was really helpful.
Has your friendship stayed intact over the course of the season?
It has, yeah.
Was that important for you? Were you nervous going into the season, maybe being like, oh no, sometimes the show can ruin friendships?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like roommates where they say you don't ever want to live with your friends. You don't ever want to do reality TV with your friends. But we've been good. We've been in a good place.
Good. What were your thoughts on Austen before you joined the show?
I mean, I got my earful of opinions from people, but I had hung out with him a couple of times and we always just had a fun and pleasant time. So I didn't really let other people's opinions or pre-existing drama sway me either way.
Where does your relationship with him stand today?
We are in a good place. We had an incredible summer together and traveled, and we're still good.
In a relationship, are you dating him exclusively?
We're like all the above. That's the best way I know to put it.
Okay. Are you dating anybody else though? No. Okay. And is he? No. Okay. So we are dating exclusively. That's exciting. But, I guess we're going to see you kind of get to that point because, he does say that he wanted to take things slow. You're taking a new date to the doggy wedding. Did you do that to make him a little jealous, and did it work?
My intent was not to make him jealous. It really was like someone new. Marcy had in mind for me and I wasn't in a place to say no. But I wasn't mad that I made him jealous. I did hear that he felt a certain type of way about it, but
we do see in the teaser that maybe it caused him to meet up with Ciara. Did that happen? And how did that kind of impact your relationship?
She was in town and they did end up all going out that night. And of course that was, I was a little taken aback, but I was more so taken aback that he was upset about my date if he was going to go and hang out with his ex. So that was more where I was coming from with my frustration. But I mean, we recovered from it, moved forward. And that's what happens when you're in that weird gray area with someone.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, what is it like now being in a relationship with Austen? How would you describe it? Are you guys happy? Is it serious?
We're just having fun. Like we traveled a bunch this summer. We went to really cool places, and you always get to know someone on another level when you travel with them. And we got to kind of relax once the cameras left and the shows stopped. We just kind of really got to know each other and figure out if this was something we wanted. And we're definitely in each other's lives, and just it's been good. Good. Is it hard watching back any of those earlier moments at all? Or was it, like you said, you were kind of in that gray area and figuring everything out? It hasn't been that hard. If anything, it was kind of fun just seeing like his conversations with Craig when they're golfing and seeing how long it took him to just send me a simple text message. Like that was really fun to watch back. And I'm glad I didn't show all my conversations about it because I take just as long to figure out a text message. So, but it's been fun. I liked it so far.
Yeah. Was it that, have you watched him on Summer House and everything that kind of happened last summer with him and Ciara and Lindsay?
I didn't watch it during filming, and then I just kept hearing about it and it was talked about. So I went to like see what all the fuss was about. But again, it was before me, so I wasn't really weighed in on what I thought or what I thought went down. I just thought they had moved past it.
Definitely. And, obviously a big to-do was you inviting Madison to this party. Why did you decide to invite her? And did you think that Austen was going to be so triggered by this?
At that point, I had no reason not to invite her, as she and I had only a couple interactions, but they had all been pleasant, and I didn't want anybody else's opinions, regardless if it was an ex-boyfriend, to sway my opinion on someone. So I wanted to give that fair chance to everyone, and I didn't expect him to be as bothered as he was, because just the week before we were at Naomi's party, and I'm pretty sure him and Madison had a beer together at that. So I was a little confused. Yeah.
Do you think he was bothered by the engagement?
I honestly don't think it is a matter of like being bothered by that. I don't think there's any kind of lingering feelings there. I think it's just, you're not typically around your ex when y'all break up. It's like cut ties, and that's not really how it is with them. And I think that's just difficult to navigate.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of Benita when the two of you went out, saying that Madison was almost entitled to know what is going on in Austen's dating life?
I thought that pretty much said it all. A lot of things kind of clicked into place after she said that. And yeah.
What kind of things clicked into place for you?
Well, just that, why else would an ex want to know like what they're doing, or why are they so interested in what they're doing? But if you feel entitled to know, then that makes sense. I guess.
Do you think that she still has underlying feelings for Austen at all? Or do you think they both have moved on from this?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't know on her end. I know he doesn't, but I don't know her enough.
Yeah. I think Catherine said recently that Madison is kind of going on like a bashing Olivia tour recently. Why do you think she has such an issue with you?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I was taken aback myself when I saw some of the stuff she said. I didn't think we even knew each other enough to have any kind of shade to be thrown. I guess I called her homegirl, and she took that as shade. I mean, I call my friends homegirl. That's certainly not a jab. Mm-hmm. But I have no idea.
Yeah. How would you describe Madison?
Calculated.
Did you want to start a friendship with her when you invited her to the party? Was that, or were you just being kind and kind of offering that invitation?
Yeah, it really wasn't necessarily that I thought she and I were going to be friends and go to tea, but I didn't think we had any reason not to be at least cordial with one another.
Yeah. She said that she did come out. You said you were homeless and things like that. What was your reaction to that?
I went from homeless to trust fund trash in less than a day. I thought that was impressive.
Do you think Madison is not to be trusted then?
I don't think much of her.
Yeah. A lot of people noticed that you were wearing this big rock on your finger on Watch What Happens Live. Can you please?
Let me clear that up. I was just wearing a beautiful jeweler's line, and she had all this gorgeous stuff, and they just dressed me with it, put them on. And now looking back, I'm like, I should have switched the rings, but no, nothing.
No, nothing. Clear as day. Do you want to get married in the future? Is that what you envision, kids and all that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's not, despite how it looks on the show, I'm not out there looking on some hunt for it, but eventually I do see that for myself, but I'm not in any kind of hurry.
Definitely. I know that you and Taylor are good friends. How is she doing since the breakup?
As good as can be expected. It's one thing to go through the breakup, but it's another to have to publicly deal with it. And I think that was kind of the shock in all of this. Is the news broke before she had really accepted it herself. And so, but she's been good. I mean, she's going to be on Watch What Happens this week. We'll see her with Naomi, and she's spent a lot of time with family, and we'll see.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll kind of tell her side of the story, but in your opinion, what went wrong? Do you believe that Shep cheated, kind of like how Craig kind of insinuated?
No, I don't think anyone really understood what Craig was saying in that moment. I mean, even Austen had kind of like a blank face when he said it. I think it's he's got a lot of stuff to figure out. It's not a secret that, he might need to grow up just a little bit when it comes to the party scene, but it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was just, he needs to take time to figure out what he wants. And Taylor's a special girl and he knows that. And if he has to take the space in order to do those things, then that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. So, did he initiate the split then? Was this him kind of taking a step back?
No, Taylor initiated it, but they're both taking the space that she suggested. So, which is good.
Do you think that he will ever give her what she wants? That wedding, the baby, and that commitment.
I think only time's going to tell. I just don't want Taylor to waste too much of it,
Do you want to see that for her?
I do.
Yeah,
eventually.
Definitely. Another, storyline this season is obviously everything going on with Craig, Paige, and Naomi. Do you think that it was fair for Paige to set boundaries when it comes to his relationship with Naomi?
I think so. I mean, yeah, they were dating. They were boyfriend and girlfriend at that time. So I think, especially with being a new couple, I think it was fair of her to set those boundaries.
Yeah, it seems like Craig and Naomi kind of go at it this season. Do you think that there's still feelings there between the two of them?
Gosh, I don't know. I think it's the same thing with Austen and Madison. It's not necessarily feelings, but you're having to navigate how to be around your ex.
Yeah.
On a regular basis, and that is not normal, I would say. So,
especially and with cameras in your face.
yeah. There's a lot of different moving parts. I don't necessarily think there's lingering feelings by her.
Definitely. Well, Olivia, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.